Ken is sent to Singapore from USA for a work attachment. However, Ken feels that the ideas are not discussed, and he feels that his teammates, Koji and Yuki, does not provide helpful feedback. He is distressed and disappointed with his team.
Sorry for the last minute notice, but it's very urgent that I meet with all of you today. I just came back from my meeting with IT Solutions and have nothing but bad news to share.
What happened? What's the bad news?
Well, the expert at IT Solution told me that our design, after working for 2 whole weeks on, was not at all suitable. He told me that the design was too sedate, too neat, too orderly, etc., and was not suitable for target audience.
Very sorry to hear the design has not been accepted.
So what can we do to solve this problem now?
We need to propose something else. This means we need to spend time revising and then resubmitting our design. This will make us unable to keep to our deadlines and progress of our work will be affected.
Koji non-verbal gestures shows that he is bored, and Yuki non-verbal gestures shows that she is holding negative emotion.
It's very unfortunate that we can't proceed as planned.
Yes, it was quite a shock for me as well. I thought we were doing a good job and were on the right track. Well, during the last meeting, none of you pointed out that the design we proposed was not a suitable one. None of you.
Ken used verbal use statements, which implies that he is blaming them, and also used non-verbal gestures such as pointing, which was rude, thus showing that he is an aggressive communicator.
Told me that was not suitable, and no one gave any negative feedback.
We are very sorry about this. Do let us know what we need to do now.
We need to quickly redesign the web page design. We need to make it more interactive. We need to add in more graphics and animation. However, we do not have the luxury of time to do so, and I will split you up into 3 small groups, and I will assign each group the work.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let us know what we need to do and by when it needs to be done.
Yes, I will assign you the work. You can expect an email from me within the hour. I expect all groups to finish their work by the end of this week.
We are very sorry that the design needs to be redone. Please accept our apology.
It's okay, let's quickly work together and catch up with the problem.
No eye contact was made from Ken, which was rude and unprofessional.
We'll work hard to complete revision.
Once the revision is completed, we will hold a meeting next week and take a look at the revised website design. I expect you to give me your honest feedback so that we can fine-tune on the web page design before resubmission. Thank you for attending the meeting.
Koji and Yuki are passive verbal communicators as they keep their opinions to themselves.
Why is he so angry?
I don't know what his problem is.
But Yuki, I'm okay with revising the website design, but how are we going to provide honest criticism face to face during meetings?
I don't know.
Thus, the main problem was that Ken is from a low context culture, while Koji and Yuki is from a high context culture.
Sorry for the last minute notice, but it's very urgent that I speak to both of you all today. Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for coming for the meeting, although it was very last minute. But however, I'm afraid I have to share with you all some bad news.
What happened? Was there a problem with our design proposal?
Ken uses the STAR method and verbal I statements to give meaningful feedback without blaming his team. He also used non-verbal communications, such as good posture by leaning forward.
Well, the experts at IT Solutions informed me that the design that we worked on for 2 weeks was not suitable at all because it didn't appeal enough to the target audience.
Very sorry to hear that our design has not been accepted. So, what can we do to solve this problem now?
We need to submit another proposal. I've noticed that there wasn't any negative feedback and I felt a bit disappointed. I would prefer that if all of us are more transparent with each other so that we can complete our work on time and on task.
We'll try our best to cooperate and meet the required expectations.
That'd be good. Perhaps we can divide us into 3 teams and work on different parts of the website to speed things up.
Ken used non-verbal communication, such as face-saving strategy, to sound tentative to avoid expressing opinions too strongly.
I agree. We can also discuss and send each other regular updates.
Koji used verbal communications to agree rather than disagreeing to prevent disagreements and conflicts.
I'll send you an email within an hour after the meeting for our latest updates regarding the project. Please complete the work assigned to by the end of the week.
We'll do our very best to complete the project within a given time frame and ensure that it's up to standards.
Once the revision is completed, we'll have another meeting next week to take a look on our updates and our progress. And I sincerely hope that everyone can provide their honest feedback on the revised design so that we can fine-tune it before the submission.
Koji and Yuki used non-verbal communication, such as nodding of head to show agreement. Koji also used non-verbal gestures, such as taking notes and stroking of chin to show attentiveness.
And I'm sure that if we work together, we can complete the project successfully. Alright, so if that's all, I'll leave first. Thank you all for attending the meeting, although it was very last minute.
Sorry, can I add in one last thing?
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, you see, Yuki and I were not very good at directly voicing our opinions. So is there anything we could do that could help us give you better feedback?
How about I set up an anonymous feedback channel where it'll be more open for you to say your opinions.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Thank you for understanding and listening to our concerns.
Yuki used verbal communication, such as being generous to show appreciation. She also used non-verbal hand gestures, such as lowered steepled hands to show attentive attitude.
Do update us if there's any problems that you guys face along the way.
Thus, by understanding, accepting, and adapting to each other's culture, it helps to solve the problem.
So that's all.
Thank you.